those moments. And today, the entire IYC is together. Today, on behalf of the NEC, the expanded NEC, and the entire Ijaw Youth Council under the 9th leadership, we formally declare this program open. May the celebration begin. May God bless the Ijaw nation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what we just heard and watched is the 9th president of the Ijaw Youth Council, Jonathan Lukbobri Sr. And today indeed is a day of great significance. Before I invite the chairman of the occasion to step forward and take the opening remarks, what we just heard is the welcome address. The chairman will do the opening remarks. Before he comes, permit me to recognize one of our dear Ijaw son and leader, Dr. Anaye Theophilus. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. I would also like to give special recognition to the 10th executive that is incoming, led by the president-elect, Dr. Dobra Collins Okotete. May I, without further ado, Your Excellencies, Your Majesties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, invite to the microphone a man who continues to lead and continues to give his people quality representation at the Green Chambers. He is serving today as our chairman, the Right Honorable Julius Ponti. Please, a round of applause for him.
Yes, Julius felt away, see away. Yes, our Messia. Yes, our boy, see away. Is someone Messia? Akbakua, away, see away. Yes, is our Messia. Yes, because I'm away, see away. He sent his greetings and as well as apologies for not being able to attend. It gives me great pleasure to witness this all-important inauguration of the 10th Executive Committee of the Ijaw Youth Council worldwide. The journey to this event has been a difficult one with all manner of twists and turns that task resilience as a result of that people. Yet, we thank God, in spite of the difficulties that beset the formation and growth of the council, we are here today for the inauguration of the new executive member of the 10th committee. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we want to acknowledge and pay tribute for the foresight and vision of our leaders and elders who pioneered the formation of the council. We salute Dr. Felix Todolo for his pioneering work. The formation of the Ijaw Youth Council worldwide has appropriately placed the significance of our ethnic nationality in proper perspective in all national dialogue and discourse. As we continue in the continued emancipatory journey of Nigerian state, we may not have achieved all that we desire, cherish, and deserve. Yet, the achievement of the Ijaw awareness and reawakening are not what that can be reached away under any guise. Our history is replete with the fragrance of determined resolve of the Ijaw people, acclaimed as the fourth largest ethnic group in the country to claim and assert their place of relevance. In truth, we have stamped our identity on national consciousness, speak for ourselves, and act to serve our own best interest. In this regard, we must salute the vision and courage of our all-time freedom fighter, Isaac Atakaboro, of blessed memory, who vehemently protested, but obviously the institutionalized relegation of our Ijaw homeland and people. Since that epoch, further struggles have drawn inspiration from our legendary Isaac Atakaboro. The last 5 decades have been significant of our struggle. Today, we remember Ken Saro-Wiwa, Chief Dr. Edwin Clark, Alfred Jeter-Spieth, Harold Dapa Bray, and lately, our current civil and political leaders, the Governor Doyes, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the Governor Lames Eyas, Chief Government Owejide Ekpempolos, Efo Ekrikpon, the Asari Dokubos, the Senator Siraket Dixons, the Kislo Twaros, the Fubaras, and a host of others stretching from the creeks of Boni, Okrika, Port Harcourt, and Everons, Yenagoa, Brass, and Nebe, and then through the creeks and lands of Delta, Burutu, Patani Bomandi, Edo, Ondo, Lagos, and Ogun State. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we shall on this occasion remember our cultural icons of all time, Cardinal Jim Rex Lawson, Robert Ebizimo, Echo, and others who through their cultural exploits also spectacularly drew attention to our collective existence. In all this, our supreme deity, Tamara, speaks for us when it calls. We hear and listen, and you are also witness to our struggles and our successes. Our ever-prepared, ready Egbesi is patiently watching to combat external aggression as an ally defense. Again, the Navy are all eager when called upon. Distinguished guests, We do not take this contribution of our forebears for granted. It is for this reason that we must all continue to remember our roots and the vision that propels and drives our common. Of development shall be assured to blossom. Excellency, to men. At Tantita, we are proud of our part in this progress. We have given thousands of Ijaw and Yenagoa youth meaningful jobs and responsibilities, securing our pipelines, fighting oil theft, protecting our environment, and helping to build a better future for all of us. For us, this is not just business. It is about trusting and empowering our own sons and daughters to take charge of their region. It's on this note, I wish members of the 10th committee of our Youth Council a flourishing success as they take office. They are assured of our elders and leaders all around across the Ijaw homeland. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Let's put our hands together for the chairman of this wonderful event.
Arumi tumoyo, asawanaruwe, isowo mebi, asawanaru. Asawanaruwe, isowo mebi, asawanaru.
Your Excellencies, our fathers, at this point we'll be moving straight to the next item, which is a brief speech by the Inauguration Committee Chairman, and is no other person than the Honorable Commissioner for Youth Development in Bayelsa State. Can we please put our hands together for Honorable Alfred Kemepado.
Mine is brief. Thank you. Let me just say thank you for. Let me thank the ELECO for giving us this kind of electoral process that we're all proud of. Of course, beside a successful ELECO, we had the human resources. In human resources such as His Excellency Governor Doyejiri, the Governor of Bayelsa State, our leader, Government Polo, we all know as Tompolo, leaders like Kestin Ponde, Elijah Astari Dokubo, Ibon King Ketom, that is represented by a lot of people, and our numerous stakeholders from Kingston to Elder Tiko Goriba to the former presidents such as Felix Kodolo, all the people that were part of the mediation process that bettered this peace. I thank you very much and may God bless you. To the outgoing ESCO, I wish all of you very well in your future endeavors. Then to the incoming ESCO, my brothers, just make us proud, make us shine. You already know what to do. The one way you don't know, ask, and you will succeed in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Commissioner for Youth, Bayelsa State. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly recognize these very two important names before the documentary.
My appreciation to all the members of the Transition Committee. I beg, forgive me. The top committee and all members. Thank you.
Thank you very much once more. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have here the Chairman, Land and Waterway Security, Delta State, High Chief Boro M. Opudu. Please a round of applause for him. We also have here the Honorable Commissioner for Housing, Delta State, Honorable Godnose Angele. Please a round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take the documentary of the review of the electoral process that brought the incoming ESCO into being, and of course, the highlights of the achievements of the outgoing ESCO. Ladies and gentlemen, happy viewing.
Office as President of the Ijaw Youth Council, he stepped into leadership at a time when the council needed direction, stability, and renewed trust. His tenure began with a clear understanding that leadership in the IYC is not about personal glory, but about service, sacrifice, unity, and responsibility to the Ijaw nation. The 2023 elective convention marked the beginning of that journey. It was a moment that brought together delegates, stakeholders, and members of the council in a renewed commitment to the ideals of the Ijaw struggle. From that point on, the administration set out to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood across all zones and chapters of the council while restoring confidence in the institution.
The Ijaw nation, who bears the greatest burden of oil activities in our region, is the least participating group in this country. We cannot continue to lay the golden egg and have nothing to show for it. It is my honest conviction that we shall challenge the status quo to ensure that our people have a space to participate in this oil and gas business that is happening in our region.
One of the early priorities of the administration was peace building and stakeholder engagement. Under his leadership, the IYC visited and engaged key leaders and influencers across the Niger Delta. These visits were not ordinary courtesy calls, they were deliberate efforts to promote dialogue, encourage understanding, and deepen the spirit of unity amongst Ijaw people and their allies. That commitment to unity remained a defining feature of the administration. The president understood that a divided council cannot effectively defend the interests of its people. So he worked consistently to bring people together, strengthen internal ties, and ensure that all groups under the IYC structure felt seen, heard, and represented.
That's one IYC executive led by Jonathan Lokobre. Any other person masquerading as an ESCO of IYC is an enemy of the Ijaw nation and will be treated as such.
Mr. President, I am ready to work with you. I'm prepared to back you up because I believe that the spirit with which the founding fathers of INC operated, that has sustained them till today, I believe that that spirit will still remain in force.
Our message is clear to the government and people of Akwa Ibom State that the Ijaw people, though they are minority here, but they are not helpless.
This commitment extended beyond Nigeria. Under his leadership, Ijaw youth were exposed to global opportunities and international engagement in places such as Ghana, Kenya, Dubai, India, Saudi Arabia, the United States, Brazil, Qatar, and other parts of the world. These engagements help to broaden perspectives, build confidence, and connect Ijaw youth to the global conversations on development, leadership, and progress.
Which is still making heavy investments in fossil fuel, is telling the world that they are aligning or launching a new strategy of low emissions. It calls for concern. Now, this calls for vigilance of all stakeholders to ensure that there is alignment between strategies launched and the actions taken on the ground towards reducing the carbon emissions level in Nigeria.
In 2024, The OD Constitutional Convention became another major milestone in the life of the Council. It was a historic gathering that reflected the President's commitment to constitutional order, institutional growth, and democratic inclusion. Another major landmark of the tenure is the construction of the IYC Modern Secretariat Complex. This project stands as a visible symbol of vision, legacy, and permanence. It comprises a 3-story administrative building, an international conference center, a skill development and training center, and a workshop. Together, these facilities represent an investment not only in infrastructure, but in the institutional strength and long-term future of the Council. Through this project, the President has helped lay a physical foundation for the next generation of Ijaw leadership. The 25th anniversary of the Kayama Declaration was another deeply symbolic moment during this tenure. For the Ijaw nation, Kayama is more than history. It is the declaration of identity, purpose, and resistance. The anniversary provided an opportunity to reflect on the courage of the pioneers who gave voice to the aspirations of the Ijaw people and to recommit to the ideals of resource control, environmental justice, dignity, and self-determination. In the same spirit of growth and inclusion, the administration also witnessed the establishment of the IYC United Kingdom chapter. The Bomadi Convention further demonstrated the administration's commitment to consultation, unity, and collective progress. It was another important gathering that allowed the Council to reflect on its direction, strengthen its internal cohesion, and renew its sense of purpose. By the time the 2026 National Elective Convention arrived, the Council had already undergone significant transformation. It stood on a firmer constitutional base with stronger institutional confidence, more visible infrastructure, broader youth engagement, and deeper global connections. His history is not only about the offices he held or the conventions he attended, it is about the values he upheld, the bridges he built, the people he empowered, and the foundation he left behind. God bless Sir Jonathan Lukbobri Sr. God bless the Ijaw Youth Council worldwide.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can do for the outgoing. Put your hands together for them. Hi, Ijaw. Hi, Ijaw. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we proceed to the next item of the program, which is goodwill messages. We'll be taking goodwill messages from our fathers, past leaders, the founding fathers, and stakeholders of Ijaw Nation. And to kickstart these goodwill messages, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to bring to the microphone the panel president of Ijaw Youth Council worldwide. Please put your hands together for Honorable Felix Tuodolo.
The executive governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doyedi, here represented by our amiable deputy governor, Dr. Peter Agbe, the president of the Ijaw National Congress, INC, High Chief Mbadiwe, my brother presidents and founding fathers here present of the Ijaw Youth Council, our traditional rulers, I bow before you. Ladies and gentlemen, one is very, very excited to be here today to see that what many of us started long ago. We met at Kayama, Chief Tike Ogoriba, Oyinfie Jonjon, Masha Kunu, so many of us, famous Danunua, Skido, we all met in Wellman Wari. We met in Kayama to pronounce the formation of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC. And we made several sacrifices. My message today is the sacrifices that we have made in the past. I want to inform all Ijaw youths that the IYC was not formed to make money for itself or for its members. It was formed to better the Ijaw land. It was formed to demonstrate on the streets of Ijaw land and other parts so that Ijaw land can be better. It was formed to complement the activities of the INC. While the INC can be talking for us, we take action. We take action. And that's why so many of us have been locked up several times. You can remember King Asari Dokubo has been locked up several times just because of the Ijaw struggle. Ogoriba has been locked up. As for me, I have been locked up right from the university several times just for Ijaw Nation to move forward. And we had very vibrant persons that have ruled the INC. People like Kinsley Kuku, so many of us. I want to say that this new Executive Council, my advice to you is to go out and make a name for yourself. When I mean go out and make a name for yourself, is the sacrifices you do, the sacrifices you make on behalf of your people, the sacrifices you make for Ijaw land. We can hear so many names today, you still call some of those names. It's because of the sacrifices we have made. Don't go to pursue money. Make sacrifice. Make sacrifice. And once you make sacrifice for Ijaw land, you are also making name and money for yourself. Go and sacrifice for the Ijaw land. I thank you.
Thank you very much. The pioneer president of the Ijaw Youth Council, speaking on behalf of all the past presidents, Dr. Felix Tuodolo. Please a round of applause for him. Your Excellencies, Your Majesties, leaders and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all through the years spanning almost 3 decades of the Ijaw Youth Council, we have had women play prominent roles also in support of the struggle. I would like to now acknowledge the national women leaders who are seated here. We have under the first executive, Rosebella Jackson, second, Dr. Lolo Hailsham, third, Caroline A.B. Dokubo, fourth, Felicia Reginald Ingeri, fifth, Gift Bokari, sixth, Chief Tina Tobusi, seventh, Miracle Iyaye. We recognize other women from various zones who have contributed to the struggle, even the ones who have passed on. Please let's appreciate them. Put your hands together for them, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Not forgetting local government chairman and vice chairman who are here seated. The vice chairman, Nembe, Honorable Ikeo Daniel, will recognize you. We have also Prince Gabriel Jonah, the national leader of the Otita Force International. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the women continue to make us proud in the Ijaw Nation. I would like to, at this point, recognize another young lady who is making the Ijaw Nation proud. A proud daughter of Ijaw, ambassador of the Ijaw Nation, and fondly called the Amazon of the mangrove. She will be representing Nigeria in Vietnam from the 9th of July through the 5th of September 2026. And we're sure that the Ijaw spirit will move with her and she will come back with a crown. Queen Tamno Soye Karibi George, Miss World Nigeria. We give you just 2 minutes, please.
Asawanaru izowo memi asawanaru. Asawanaru izowo memi asa. Tompolo mi aru memi o asawanaru. Izowo memi asawanaru.
Your Excellency, Senator Doye Diri, Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, and Governor General of the Ijaw Nation, High Chief MacDonald Igbadiwe, President of the Ijaw Nation Congress, our revered traditional rulers, respected elders, critical stakeholders, distinguished guests, our great Ijaw youth, my brothers and sisters, it is a great pleasure to be before you today. I greet you all with much love and pride. My name is Tamno Soye Karibi George, and it is an honor to stand before you as a proud daughter of the Ijaw Nation. Wherever I go, I am more than happy to carry our identity, our history, our culture, the vibrance of the Ijaw Nation everywhere that I go. The Ijaw Nation is blessed beyond measure, and I'm sure we all know that. We are surrounded by the beauties of our river, our mangroves, our culture, our music, our history, our heritage. And as young people, we have a responsibility to ensure that our culture never fades. We must become ambassadors of our heritage, proudly telling our story and speaking and celebrating our traditions all over the world. I'd like to tell you that I have my Beyond Labels initiative, where our primary focus is on neurodivergent kids and individuals living with disabilities. This is a project that is dear to my heart because I believe that it will empower the people that have no voice in society now. It will empower the people that it seems like they're voiceless, people who are often overlooked, and people that carry so much potential to take our world and the Ijaw Nation forward. As it has already been said, I will be lifting up the banner of Nigeria, the Ijaw Nation, on the world stage in Vietnam come August 9th to September 5th. And by the special grace of God, as I have made the Ijaw Nation proud, I will make us proud once again by bringing the Miss World crown home. I'm particularly grateful to the Ijaw Nation for their support so far, and I'm happy that I still have their support going forward. I request your prayers, your support, your love as I champion the Ijaw Nation, the Ijaw youth, and our people on the world stage. Thank you very much.
Please, another round of applause for her. Very vibrant, wonderful speech. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, let me quickly also invite one of our founding fathers of the IYC struggle, Chief TK Ogoriba.
Narumi asawanaru Ogoriba bemi asawanaru. Asawanaru izowo memi as. Apollo wa si owe yo asawanaru isawo memi asawanaru ogori memi o asawanaru isawo memi asawanaru owe si owe yo isawo memi owe si owe mi aro mi asawanaru isawo memi asawanaru aro memi asawanaru isawo memi asawanaru.
Ijaw. Your Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, here you're represented by the amiable Deputy Governor, the Chairman, the King, Asare Dokbo, Commissioner, Ijaw Affairs, King Bobare Dakolo, Agbunuwan, and all other traditional rulers here present, elders, the press, ladies and gentlemen. There is no statement I need to make here again because statements have been made. Truly, as a struggle platform, from the elders, we felt that the younger bracket should be able to give support to the elders and what they were doing, because we needed to make our points known to our seeming oppressors. So on the 11th of December 1998 at Kayama, a body called Ijaw Youth Council was formed. And from that day, alongside other youth organizations, it has been a struggle platform. Because the organization is a noteworthy one, today we are inaugurating the 10th Executive Council. You have been told, like as you already know, Felix Todolo, King Asare, John, Chris Ekio, Abie, Odengs, then Owelaimi Wotomare, then he came on to our dear brother who is handing over today, Lokobri. If the organization was not fit to exist, we wouldn't have had about 10 presidents. The journey for us to get to this place has been circuitous. All of us know that. So we can only say, well done, welcome, and the body that is coming in today, led by our dear brother, Dr. Dobra Collins Okotete. You have to try, aspire, strive hard to surpass what the outgoing president has done. Because I know Lokobri did very well, and he has brought down a benchmark. So somebody has to surpass him. We have not gotten to where we are supposed to get to. Whatever he has done and where he has stopped, Okotete and his team should do better than that, so that we have to be written very boldly on the map of Nigeria and compare ourselves very well in the committee of ethnic nationalities in this country. Don't forget, we are the people that are feeding the nation, so we are entitled to getting what we think that we should get. Welcome on board. Don't forget the elders. Always relate with them, and I think his own nation will be better off. Thank you.
Thank you very much. the Elder Timi Kaiser Ogoriba. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we now move to another remark, and this time from one of the past presidents of the Ijaw Youth Council. I would like to invite to the microphone, we'll take it to you, His Royal Majesty, King Alhaji Mujahid Abubakar Dokubo Asari Dabaye Amakri the First, Amayanabo of the Source, Ele Kalabari, Toro Saramapiri.
Wayanabo Bobeke Waperima. So Ibolama. It's a mono Ibolama. Wapangamo Tamukiri Balafama. Wayanabo Bobeke Waperima. So Kima Ibalama Ibama.
Ijaw. Ijaw Kimemia. The Governor of Bayelsa State, ably represented by the Deputy Governor of the state, the Chairman of the occasion, Julius Pondi, who is representing his elder brother, Kirsten Pondi. My brother, natural rulers of the Ijaw Nation, the President of the Ijaw National Congress, all past Ijaw presidents, and the Speaker of Bayelsa State House of Assembly, and other dignitaries present here. Obote, Aloha, Omiate. I want to say that almost everything that I'm going to say has been said by those who know everything about IYC. Starting from our father, T.K. Ogoriba, to my younger brother who was my president, Dr. Felix Todolo. I want to say that when Honorable Kingsley Kuku called me to attend this occasion, I told him that I had already finished what I wanted to do. But he persisted that I should be present today. And I decided to attend and honor. This convention that passed and this inauguration will go down in the history of Ijaw land as one of the greatest conventions and inaugurations. We should target a convention of sacrifice, where young men sacrifice their pride and their ego so that the Ijaw Nation will be together. I salute your courage, I salute your humility for what you have done for the Ijaw Nation. The Ijaw Nation will never forget it. Ijaw Kimemia.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's put our hands together for His Royal Majesty King Asare Dokubo. Please put your hands together for him one more time. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, before I invite the next speaker, permit me to recognize the Right Honorable Speaker of Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abraham Ngobere. You are highly welcome, sir. Also here in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, may I recognize the presence of Barrister Allah Josh Turner. Thank you very much for coming, sir. I also recognize the presence of High Chief Lucky Alex Yoboa. Thank you for coming, sir. May I also recognize the presence of High Chief DB Yonkore JP. At this point, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to speak on behalf of all the traditional rulers, may I invite to this microphone the Chairman, Bayelsa State Traditional Rulers Council, and the Royal Father of the Day, His Royal Majesty King Bubaraye Dakolo Agada IV. Please a round of applause for him.
Izan Kimemi Anwaye, Your Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, here represented by His Deputy Governor, Pastor Dr. Paretubo Akbe, the chairman of this event, High Chief Kestin Ponde, here represented by Right Honorable Julius Ponde, the Speaker of Bayelsa State House of Assembly and all the legislators in the House, Your Royal Majesties and Highnesses, the powerful leadership of INC, the leadership of IYC, outgoing and incoming, and the youths of Ijaw Land, ladies and gentlemen. Onwa, today is a very special day, and I can feel the energy of the Ijaw nation like never before. It is clear that when our people, brethren, work together in unity and love, you feel the energy everywhere. And I believe the Nigerian state is feeling the energy of the Ijaw nation. This says something. It means that the IYC has a lot of job to do. There is a lot of expectation. And that is why you have seen this crowd here the way it has never been. It shows that if we work together as one, the elders and the youths, the IYC, then of course the Ijaw nation will occupy its pride of place in this nation and in the world. We cannot remain in positions of authority and the Ijaw man finds it difficult to find comfort in his home. The Ijaw man should have his due from Nigeria and everyone else in this world. And you won't get it on a gold platter. You will have to toil, you have to sacrifice, you have to work. And so the incoming ESCO, you have a task. And that task is to advance the cause of the Ijaw nation like never before. You must do better than the former 9 presidents or 9 ESCOs combined. That is the minimum the Ijaws require of you. And I wish you good luck in this task. Know that it is a sacrifice that you must make. You don't have to sleep or rest on your oars until you achieve this objective. But Rome was not built in a day, so no one is expecting you to finish everything in this tenure. But by the end of the day, when we look back, we should see that you have done your best and the Ijaw people are happy with you. So no kame magbe gberifa. Oi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's put our hands together for our royal father. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next to speak to us this beautiful afternoon is our father, the man we popularly known as the traditional prime minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Ijaw National Congress. Put your hands together for High Chief McDonald Igbadiwe.
His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doyediri, ably represented by our brother and our amiable, dependable Deputy Governor, Dr. Akbe, the chairman of the occasion, I have to please protocol because you are from the federal. Right Honorable Julius Babodo Pondi, member representing Brutu Federal constituency. I know you are happy because your son is here. The Speaker of Bayelsa State, Right Honorable Ibrahim Ngobere, the Chairman of Bayelsa State Traditional Rulers Council, and all the traditional rulers here present, members, founding members of the Ijaw Youth Council, members of the Ijaw National Congress here present, I want to thank you. I have very little to say. It is a day of joy that the Ijaw people can come together like this. If not for IYC, where would the Ijaw people occupy in the Nigerian nation now? From Ernest Koli, we have demonstrated that the Ijaw youths cannot be wished away. Ernest Koli is a pioneer, born in 1893, schooled at Bonny, educated at Cambridge, became a senior prefect, and at the age of 26 he already had African Messenger, a daily newspaper. Pioneer senior prefect, pioneer editor of Daily Times, co-founder of Nigerian Youth Movement, co-founder of NNDP. That's an Ijaw man. He made us proud. The Smith was a youth. 26 years he was a governor of Old River State. That's an Ijaw youth. Is it as Igboro? 12 days revolution brought Nigeria to a standstill. That was an Ijaw man. And if not for you, where would we get amnesty? If not for IYC, how do we get, with the help of INC, a state called Bayelsa State? When the Karama Declaration was declared, there was no Bayelsa State. You sacrificed. You were arrested, intimidated, but you were resilient. Your spirit was not cowed. And you have kept our hope alive. You are the vein that is carrying the Ijaw nation. The blood in the Ijaw nation flows through your brain, flows through your veins to our brain. And that is why we are where we are. The Nigerian nation is afraid of us because of you people. And therefore, like every other speaker has said, we must be coordinated. We must have a sense of direction. We must be united so that together we will have a say on what we have. We can't be feeding this country forever and be giving peanuts. The issue of resource control has been overflowed. There are several ways to get it. Let us together unite and make sure that our people are counted during population exercises. Our people are registered during political time. Everything to do in Ijaw land to make us look like the fourth largest ethnic nationality, we should do it. The unity is paramount. At this point, I want to thank the governor of Bayelsa State for making sure that Ijaw nation is united. I want to also thank those who facilitated the reconciliation process. Kisilikuku, thank you. You people have done well. You did well, because united we stand, divided we fall. If we blame ourselves, we get weaker. But if we correct ourselves, we get stronger. To the IYC, keep the flag flying. We are there, and together we shall get to the promised land. Thank you, and God bless.
A round of applause for the president of INC. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, sir. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. When one baton is handed to the next, it is only fitting that those who are exiting, especially when they have done so much, they do that formally. And so today, I would like to invite again the 9th executive of the Ijaw Youth Council, led by the president and other members of the exco as they give their farewell message, and that will segue into the swearing in of the 10th executive. Please put your hands together for Comrade Jonathan Lokobri Sr. and members of the executive as they make their way to the rostrum. Let the applause be better. Thank you. Can we please make way for them? The road is blocked. Please make way for them. Thank you. Mr. President, you're welcome.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, represented by our amiable Deputy Governor, Royal Majesties here present, leaders and founders of our struggle that are here present, government functionaries, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. This comes to the final moments of our leadership as we are about ushering in the brand new leadership to pilot the affairs of council. So once again, I thank all of you for all the sacrifices and contributions that have brought us here thus far. My farewell speech on behalf of the NEC. My dear Ijaw youths, elders, fathers, and stakeholders of Ijaw Nation, it is with a deep sense of fulfillment that I once again thank you for the mandate given to us to serve the Ijaw Nation in the 9th National Executive Council of the Ijaw Youth Council worldwide. You did not only give us your mandate, you stood with us and supported us through thick and thin to succeed. You all know we were elected into office at a time when the wind was not in our favor. We practically inherited an IYC that had been brought to its lowest ebb in history. A time when our sacred house was sharply divided. A time when Ijaws and government and a few stakeholders were funding a few persons who sought to divide us. But the storm did not break us. The noise did not distract us. This is because myself and members of the Executive Council came with one thing in our spirit: to serve the Ijaw Nation to the best of our abilities. I have always believed that if I did not come from a wealthy home, then a wealthy home must come from me. And that has been the driving dream behind our leadership, that our being here was essentially to serve our people. And today, I'm not handing over a crisis reading IYC, but I am handing over an IYC that is united in both spirit and body, and it is my will that this leadership will do better than we have done as a people. There is now a stronger bond of brotherhood among our people, clans, zones, and chapters. The house that was once shaken now stands solidly together and firm. Propelled by the unity, the fire to serve, your unflinching support, we dared to break some age-long jinxes. And God gave us glowing achievements to show for it. These modest achievements include the successful review of the IYC Constitution, a document that had not truly worked for over decades, but now functions as the guiding principle in the affairs of council. Today, my leadership dreamt, designed, and embarked on ultra-modern IYC Secretariat Complex, which consists of an administrative block of 3 stories building, a world-class conference center and auditorium, a global standard training center, a workshop. All of these were supported and facilitated by those who believed in us and invested their resources in. We cannot thank those who supported us enough. Thank you. As part of our drive to intellectually empower our people, we consciously pursued educational opportunities through the collaboration of the Amnesty Program, PTDF, the NDDC, and people of goodwill who were able to select some qualified Ijaw youths who have been able to travel home and abroad for their studies. Thank you for those who made that possible for us. As part of our advocacy to keep the dream flying, the leadership embarked on certain trainings locally and globally in order to hear our voice in forums that the IYC was never opportune to. Today, nations across the world now know that there's a people called the Ijaw people in the Niger Delta of Nigeria, where our voices are now loudly known. We advocated also to the Bayelsa state government that every 16th May of every year, the Ijaw Day be made a public holiday to honor the legacies of the fallen hero. As a leadership, we believe that the council was greater than us. And therefore, through the intervention of the government, the governor of our dear state, and leaders of thought, who are our founding fathers that have remained beacons of hope, we are today more united, more stronger, and perfectly prepared to take on the challenges that will befall the Ijaw nation in the days ahead. And for all of these dreams, we could never have achieved them without the mercies of God and the cooperation of the Ijaw leaders. On behalf of the ninth leadership, we want to say very deeply thank you. We thank the government of Bayelsa State. We thank Engineer Kirsten Ponde. We thank you, the MD of NDDC. We thank the Amnesty Office and every men and women of goodwill who propelled that we must make progress. In fact, through the interventions of these agents, the incoming president was sent abroad in order to prepare him more for this task ahead. And all of this could never have happened without the support of people of goodwill, especially the MD of NDDC, my dear brother and Minister of Petroleum, who at all times supported me. I cannot thank them enough. May God continue to bless the Ijaw nation, and may the next leadership do better than we have done. We are living in the hope that the IYC will never be brought down to that low ebb that we took on. And may Ijaw Nation continue to make progress. God bless the Ijaw Nation. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you. Before I leave, please permit me, as the Speaker of the 6th Mobile Parliament, has 2 minutes to make a brief presentation on behalf of the neck of the Parliament before we leave. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your Excellency, our founding fathers here present. Today, before we do our brief presentation, let me convey the message of my benefactor, father and leader, the Secretary of Niger Delta, and the Avatar of Peace, His Majesty Dr. Ateke Michael Tom JP, the Amainable for Kochiri. It's a thing of joy that today we are standing on the very fountains of New Kayama, heralding to a new IYC that has been modeled by Sir Jonathan Lukobri. Today will not go well with us who have seen a leadership that have translated into inspiration, vision, and indelible successes that we have all seen. So Your Excellency, fellow compatriots, join us today on behalf of the entire Parliament of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC worldwide, to honor a man who, in all of his tenure, has honored people. And it will not be fair that in a day as such as this, that history has been made and bettered in Ijaw Nation, that he is not being honored. Mr. President, the 6th Mobile Parliament, today we are here on behalf of the Parliament to honor you, that you have done so much. Your inspirations, your all-inclusive leadership will continue to be with us. We will miss you, and we believe that the foundations you have laid will continue to grow from strength to strength in our long walk to freedom as we continue to pursue the self-determination has been laid out to us by the founding fathers. On behalf of the 6th Mobile Parliament, Mr. President, we say we love you, we want to congratulate you, and we want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Mr. President, congratulations on this award presented to you by the leadership of the 6th Mobile Parliament of IYC worldwide. Asawana!
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, and our leaders here seated, I would like to inform us that by the end of today's activities, we crave your indulgence that you proceed to see the site behind this hall that's been erected by the IYC, but that will come after the entire festivities here. The IYC under the 9th Executive have made awards of appreciation. These are plaques that will be presented to stakeholders that have contributed in no small measure in promoting the Ijaw Nation. And so I would like to call out the names of these individuals and institutions, but the presentations will be done individually at their various destinations and various homes. I would like to announce that amongst those that will be awarded and honored, we have His Excellency Senator Doye Diri, Governor of Bayelsa State, His Royal Majesty Alhaji Asare Dokubo Amainabo of Soselem Kalabari. We have Dr. Alan Ifechukwu Onyema, CEO Air Peace, Engineer Chief Ebimobowe Kestin Pondi, MD Tantita Nigeria Limited, Engineer Matthew Tonla, CEO Marathon Engineering, Elder TK Ogoriba, Founding Father IYC, Ken Etete, CEO Sanctuary Group, Chief Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer NDDC, Honorable Senator Heineken Lukobri, Minister of State Petroleum Oil, and Honorable Promise Lawuru. Also to receive are all former presidents, Dr. Phyllis Twadola, Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokuba will receive again, Chief Dr. Onyefie John John, Dr. Chris Ekio, Comrade Mia B.A. Kule, Comrade Udengs Eradri, Comrade Owelaime Protobo, and Comrade Dickin Peter Timothy Igbifa. Priye Berezi, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, Right Honorable Imamotimi Dennis Goa, Speaker Delta State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Toye Isena PhD, General Manager Bayelsa State Housing and Property Development Authority, and former Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. Professor Nimbofa Ayawe, Secretary to the Bayelsa State Government, famous Danmoa, Right Honorable Abraham Ngobere, the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Jeremiah Perkamel Wopele Esquire, former spokesperson, Ijaw Youth Council, High Chief Ambassador Lucky Alex Yoboa, Director of Special Duties and Transport Department, Bayelsa State Government House, Yenagoa, Queen Tamno Soye Karabi George, Miss World Nigeria 2026, Honorable Patrick Erasmus, Commissioner for Ijaw National Affairs, Emeritus, King Ateke Tom, Amayanabo of Okochiri Kingdom, Dr. Dennis Brutu Otuaro, Administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, and the Right Honorable Gabriel Tomoni Allen JP. These and so many others are those that will be getting this award. Please, a round of applause for all the awardees. Time will not permit us to hand out those plaques here. That is why I have mentioned the names. The presentations will be done subsequently. And so we have now performing for a couple of minutes the paddle of the Niger Delta, Chief Barrister Smooth.
Check it.
Are you guys?
Yes, sir. More,
Yes, sir.
Nah, bro. Check it, 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 check it,
Nah, sir.
check it, 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 check it. Me boots to fear me neo, where I want to make a mess. I want you, where a pussy can be sitting me. I will pay some me, make a mess everything, but I come on, quarter you. Oh, we said, baby, I want. I see fear more. What I want to make a mess. I want you. What a fungo come up go to me. I will pay some. Me make a mess every song, but I come on the quarter you can win. Oh, we said, baby, I want. Hapote mo we pay, come and defend your name, oh Lord, and we. Jehovah, hapote mo we pay, come and defend your name, oh Lord, and we.
My name is Brown.
Ebo bring people set to be seen ya. Ebo ya de kanka pepper by ye better ye be the one number. Come and defend your name, oh Lord, and we. Ebo bring people set to be seen ya. Ebo ya de kanka pepper by ye better ye be the one number. Come and defend your name, oh Lord, and we. A bada serapi, a toilet on the Mogavan band, is on to one to look at for a day.
I'll go back when you give me
Mobility me then yo. Bible Mogoti me then na way. What I believe, oh, we get out today that you defend your name. Mobility me then yo. Bible Mogoti me then na way. Over Berlin, oh, we get up today that you defend your limbo.
Now you did, John. I don't see you.
It's not the very Philippe, ever me on my 2 minute man. See about you, Obama, and the Canada, be about you, Obama. See 7 people, and I begin the bow.
Hi, Brown. Brown.
It's not the very Philippe, ever me on my 2 minute man. See about you, Obama, and the Canada, be about you, Obama. See 7 people, and I begin the bow.
Hi, Brown.
Well, love them without you, my unity be back. Can they want to mop up all me at the missile and number you didn't have a father?
Oh, yeah, for more. You could have been on.
Hey, make a lap is Marcus is not it. Timber, maybe Bombo, what I mean, be sack for Penebo. Blue Toro, Sabanebe, what it's over the piece, sack for Penebo. I saw the things in there. I book a name, bully, and be put you bad again.
And in the ground.
Me put me a piano, mama. I wanna be rock to go, I was a Zoya, don't want to know one of you. He's in the cook, Zoya, don't want to know one of you. Another Papa Zoya, don't want to know one of you. This is Zoya, don't want to know one of you. Because Zoya, don't want to know one of you. It's like the parents, Zoya, don't want to know one of you. This is Zoya, don't want to know one of you. He tricks is Zoya, don't want to know one of you. If I do is Zoya, don't want to know you. Jehovah, when I bought them open way, come and defend your name, oh Lord, on the way.
I don't see you.
Me move to fear me, yo, I don't want to make a mess. I want you, I don't pussy, you must see to me. I'm always on me, no matter what I we talk about the motherfucker, you. Oh, it's a baby. Where am I? We're so far from my fear, what to do. Oh, glory, Papa, Babo, come as a result of my fear, what do you. Abo, where am I? Come as a result of my fear. TV, carry a bamboo, come as a result of my fear, what as I walk my Bible, as I was on my feeling.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Put me a bubble. That's a people to me, put me a bubble. Say, yeah, that's a me a bubble. You got me a bubble. People, you got me a bubble. He's on what me and bubble. He's on to my way, that's how me and bubble. He's on to me and bubble. He's on what me and bubble. Put to me and bubble. That's how me put to me and bubble. Put to me and bubble. Say yeah, that's how me and bubble. IYC me and bubble. IYC me and bubble. Put to me and bubble. Come and say me and sing but about me and bubble.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
God of miracle.
All right. Barrister Smooth, thank you, sir. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Thank you. It's enough. Thank you.
Say that's it.
Thank you very much. Izon Kememia. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're now moving straight to the dissolution of the EXCO and then the swearing of the new EXCO. But before we do that, permit me to invite to the microphone a man who indeed embodies what the Ijaw man stands for. He served as administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program. A proud Ijaw son who any day, anytime is willing to serve when called upon. Please, with a warm round of applause, welcome to the microphone, Dr. Kingsley Kemebradia Kuku.
That is nothing I can say again today. When our leader, the leader of the modern youth movement of the Ijaw ethnic nationality, Elder Timi Kaisa William Ogoriba, spoke, he had spoken for all of us. And when beyond him, the first elected president of the Ijaw Youth Council, doctor, not native doctor, academic doctor, Felix Okubo Tuodolo spoke, he has spoken for us. When King Gasare Dokubo, the second elected president, spoke, we've all spoken. There is nothing I can say other than to thank a few people. First, Governor of Bayelsa State and the Governor General of the Ijaw Nation, His Excellency Senator Doye Diri. I want to thank him for his very peaceful nature. I want to thank him for representing peace and development in his own nation. All that we are celebrating today, without him, would not have been possible. And we need to thank him and thank God for his life. Thank God for his nation. Thank you, Your Excellency. And we want to use this medium to especially thank the governor through our very amiable, handsome, administratively very adept Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State, Dr. Akpe. I want to thank you, sir. Please extend our appreciation on behalf of the Ijaw Nation to His Excellency. I want to thank a man who has supported his own cause, who has sacrificed his personal comfort for the Ijaw Nation. A man when we were very young, as long as 1996, 97, 98, who left all he had, all his comfort, and went to the creeks of the Niger Delta to stand for the Ijaw nation. Today we thank God he's alive. We his own nation, but we thank God he is alive. And he's not just alive. He's alive, he's strong, he's supportive, he's doing everything to make his own nation great. This program we are holding today, the processes and the result of it, this unity we are celebrating today, without the support of our brother, the GOC himself, High Chief, Government, Owezide Ekpempolo. Please let us put our hands together for him. We want to thank him. We want to thank you. And we want the governor of Bayelsa, we want the governor of Bayelsa, High Chief Government Ekpempolo, and all patrons of his own nation to know that when we are together and we work together, his own nation will be stronger and better for everybody. I want to thank the president of INC, our brother, High Chief, Barrister McDonald's Igbadiwe. I want to thank you for honoring this occasion. As president of INC, this is the first official assignment you are doing around the IYC. We want to thank you. We thank all traditional rulers here, but I want to use as point of contact the king, the traditional ruler of Okulaa Kingdom, being the host traditional ruler of the incoming president of IYC. His Royal Majesty, I want to thank you, and that extends to every traditional ruler that is here. In joint appreciation, the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council of Bayelsa State, who himself was a co-founder of IYC. We founded the IYC together. His Majesty, yes, you are His Majesty today, but thank God you are sitting with your former president, Dr. Felix Teodolo. We founded the IYC together. We are glad that you are a traditional ruler today and the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council. I want to thank everybody that is here, but there are two people I want to thank finally. The outgoing president of IYC, Jonathan Lokobri Sr., and of course, one young man who supported this peace process, who made it possible, Dr. Alaye Theophilus, who is also here. I want to thank the two of you for making this happen. And all those who supported this process, thank you. I want to thank everybody who is here. Mr. Speaker, you belong to my constituency. It will be wrong for me to leave here without recognizing you. As a former honorable member of State House of Assembly, and you being the Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly, thank you for honoring us. All former assembly members, particularly those who are products of the IYC, who are here, I want to thank all of you. I cannot do anything without thanking the great women from Rosebella Jackson, the first woman leader of IYC, and all former women leaders who are here, and all women like Ijaw Women Connect, all the organizations that are here. Thank you. God bless you. And I appreciate you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like the incoming 10th executive of the Ijaw Youth Congress to please step forward. Come up stage right now. Thank you. The executive led by Dr. Dobra Collins Okotete, please, we need you up here. Make way for them as we commence the swearing-in process.
Okosuo Obosawa Mabo Nidiye Obosawa Mabo Emamo Obosawa Mabo Nidiyo Obosawa Mabo Dabra Obosuta Mabo Nidia Obosawa Mabo Dabra Obosuta Mabo Nidia Obosawa Mabo. Ti ya fini bare. Ti boso. Ebe kurere. Ebe kurere. Ebe kurere. Ebe kurere. Are you ready? Ebe kurere. Ebe kurere.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing history being made here at the Ijaw House in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, Nigeria. This is the formal swearing in of the 10th executive of the Ijaw Youth Council. May I invite to administer the oath, Dr. Brekador Fawe Esquire. He's coming up now for the oath-taking process.
I want to inform the world that we have come to the very solemn and most important activity today, the swearing in of the new National Executive Council of IYC and its oath taking to serve through strict adherence to the Constitution of the Ijaw Youth Council and the Ijaw Nation. And to get this done, the IYC is an organization of laws and we comply with laws. In so many places, people undermine the need to comply strictly with the law and the Constitution. The IYC complies with law. And in strict adherence with the law today, the IYC has brought before the world to do the right thing, that under the oath law of Nigeria, only a notary public, commissioner for oaths, can conduct, administer the oath of service. And today, the IYC has before the entire world a qualified, a legal practitioner of repute, a proud son who will be here as Commissioner for Oaths and Notary to conduct and administer the oath of office for the new National Executive Council. Thank you, Barrister. Senior colleague.
Okay, we will move straight to the oath taking. At this point, the oath forms would be given to all the incoming Executive Council members. Yes, one, each of them. Now we're going to make it simple. Please, you just read after me. There's a column where you put, the first column you have there is where you put your name. Then the second column you have there is where you state your position, the office you are holding. And thereafter, you would sign upon conclusion of the oath. Then it is after that I would also proceed to commission your oath. So, are we ready, sir? Yes. So, please, repeat after me. I, believing firmly in the actualization of the Kayama Declaration, calling for resource control and self-determination of the Ijaw Nation, and committed to the objectives of the Ijaw Youth Council, hereby pledge to uphold the Constitution of Council and to discharge my duties as of the Ijaw Youth Council to the best of my ability and under the direction of God Almighty.
And under the direction of God Almighty.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may now proceed to sign. Congratulations.
As the oath taking is ongoing, completing it, each and every national officer of council is signing his oath. And as that is ongoing, it is vital to announce the presence, because of the good work they have done, of the chairman of the amazing ELECO that brought this process to fruition without friction. Mr. President, please, Dr. Okotete, please, where are you? Where are you? Please, there is the need to immediately transfer the flag and the staff of office from the outgoing president to the incoming president. And let this be properly captured.
Ijaw. This is that symbolic moment where the power, the governmental authority of council that was vested in me is officially transferred to empower the just sworn in president to take over as president of council. Congratulations. Please, he is president today, now. But please, this council is guided by constitution, so it is my duty to also guide them with the constitution of the Ijaw Youth Council. Please. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is he on?
Hello?
Take this one. Ijaw. Ijaw kebe mia. Are amemena. Anabayi. Asawana. One. Please, our dear Governor and Governor General of Ijaw Nation, our father, Senator Doediri, ably represented by the Deputy Governor, our big brother and father, Dr. Akbe, our Royal Majesties here present, most importantly, my traditional ruler here present, His Royal Majesty, King Dr. Joseph I. Timia, JP, the Benanawe of Ogula Kingdom, who also doubles as the chairman of the Delta State Traditional Rulers Council, the chairman of today's occasion, I Chief Engineer Kestin Ibmobo Epondi, ably represented by my elder brother, Right Honorable Julius Babujo Pondi, member representing Brutu Federal Constituency, who also doubles as the chairman House Committee, South-South Development Commission. Please permit me to observe the already established protocol. Your Excellency, Senator Doediri, Executive Governor of Delta State, of Bayelsa State, and the Governor General of Ijaw Nation, I, Chief MacDonald Igbadiwe, President of the Ijaw National Congress worldwide, our revered traditional rulers, respected elders, critical stakeholders of council, distinguished guests, and great Ijaw youths. Ijaw. It is both a privilege and a profound honor to stand before you on this historic occasion. First and foremost, let me return all glory to God Almighty, whose infinite mercy, grace, and purpose have preserved us, granted us the privilege of witnessing this epoch-making event. Today, having received the mandate of our people, the 10th National Executive Council assumes office with a sense of responsibility and unwavering commitment to advancing the collective aspirations of the Ijaw Nation. We stand on the foundations led by those who came before us. It is therefore fitting to acknowledge the sacrifices, leadership, and commitment of many individuals, from our traditional institutions to political leaders, youth leaders, stakeholders, patriots across every segment of our nation. We owe a debt of gratitude to you all. Permit me to particularly acknowledge our dear Governor, the Governor General of Ijaw Nation, I Chief Government of Wezida Ekpompolo, alias Tompolo, His Royal Majesty King Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokubo, the Amanayabo of the Source, Elem Kalabari, His Royal Majesty King Michael Ateke Tom, Amayanabo Koshri, Mr. Matthew Tonla, Chairman Maton Engineering Nigeria Limited, I Chief Engineer Kestin Ibmobo Pondi, Managing Director Tantita Security Service Nigeria Limited. I also pay tribute to Elder T.K. Ogoriba, a living legend, according to our leader and our master, Barrister K3. A living legend whose wisdom continues to guide our people. My own elder brother, Barrister Kingsley Kuku, a unifier and a former spokesman of this council. Our pioneer and former president, Dr. Felix Todolo, Elder John Oyinfie, Dr. Chris Ekio, Engineer Uden Siradiri, Barrister Pretubo Owelaimi,
and Barrister Eric Omare. We equally acknowledge the Honorable Commissioner for Ijaw Affairs, Chief Gospel, His Royal Majesty Gospel Promo, also Elder A.B. Waria, aka Skido, Honorable Famous Danumwa, who was former Deputy President to our King Asari Dokubo, Chief Promise Lawuru, Honorable Living Meeting, who is also the House Committee Chairman on Ijaw Affairs in Bayelsa State House of Assembly, Her Majesty Queen Caroline Asari Dokubo, and numerous others whose contributions continue to strengthen our collective cause. To our electoral team that gave us each free, fair, and credible election, we cannot thank you all enough. To the transition committee led by Dr. Charles Ikimi, also want to thank you for this good transition led by Dr. Alfred Kampade. Thank you for this good job you have done for us by bringing everybody together today to celebrate this epoch-making event. To those who celebrated our divisions and sought to exploit our differences, let it be known that the Ijaw nation is united once again and prepared to assert its rightful place within the Nigerian Federation. The vision, which is tagged an Ijaw First agenda, today is more than an inauguration. It is the beginning of a new covenant with our people. It is a promise that the voice of the Ijaw youth shall never again be reduced to a whisper where it ought to thunder. It is a promise that justice shall no longer be delayed where our people have waited for generations. It is a promise that the rivers which sustain the nation shall no longer flow in silence while their people are denied fairness, equity, and opportunity. Eyes on. We assume office at a critical moment in Nigerian's history as the nation grapples with questions of governance, equity, restructuring, and national cohesion. The Ijaw nation must not be left behind. Rather, we must position ourselves strategically and deliberately. While the Ijaw National Congress remains the apex body of the pursuit of our collective national interest, the Ijaw Youth Council must serve as the foremost pressure group advocating for the socio-economic, political, and security interests of the Ijaw youth. Accordingly, this administration shall pursue an uncompromising Ijaw First agenda. We shall engage the government, institutions, corporations, stakeholders at all levels. We shall defend our identity, protect our welfare, strengthen our economy, and also secure our future as a people. On this matter, there shall be no compromise. Eyes on. The key pillars of this memorandum of action: reinvigorating Ijaw nationalism and defense of our indigenous rights. The security of our people and the protection of ancestral heritage shall remain paramount in the face of growing insecurity and threats to indigenous communities. This administration shall move beyond rhetorics and pursue practical measures aimed at protecting Ijaw lives, lands, interests, wherever they may be found. We affirm and unequivocally that the Ijaws of Edo State are not settlers. They are They are aboriginal inhabitants and indigenous owners of the ancestral lands. These administrations stand firmly with the concerns raised by our foremost leader, His Royal Majesty King Alhaji Mujahid Asari Dokubo, regarding the rights and welfare of the Ijaw people of Gelegele and other Ijaw communities in the Edo State. Here, our traditional rulers shall no longer be denied their constitutional, customary, and cultural rights, most especially in the Edo State. To this end, I hereby direct that a fact-finding delegation, jointly chaired by the National Mobilization Officer and the National Secretary of Council, comprising relevant zonal officers, clan leadership, to undertake an assessment mission to Edo State. The committee shall submit its report within 30 days. Furthermore, all organs, affiliates, and structures of the IYC are hereby placed on alert and directed to mobilize support towards securing greater political, economic, and social inclusion for our people in the Edo State and beyond. Hands on. The establishment of the Ijaw Nation Security Council to institutionalize a coordinated security network. I hereby direct the National Secretary, National Legal Advisor to commence the process for drafting an executive bill for the establishment of the Ijaw Nation Security Council. Hands on. The proposed council shall serve as the highest decision-making body of the IYC on matters of security and our collective action. Its membership shall comprise national executive officers, principal officers of the parliament, zonal and chapter executives, clan leadership, former president of council, recognized leaders of the struggle. Let me state clearly, the era of unilateral ultimatums issued without broad consultation is over. Upon establishment of the Security Council, shall become the only body empowered to recommend, approve, or withdraw collective actions and ultimatums on behalf of the council. Eyes on. The drafting of the committee is hereby given 30 days to present first the draft for executive consideration and subsequent parliamentary ratification. On environmental justice and accountability, the Bile gas leak in Rivers State, the 10th NEC is fully committed to pursuing justice regarding the persistent gas leak affecting the host communities in OML 18 and OML 24 in Rivers State. We shall hold all responsible operators and regulatory authorities accountable. We shall pursue every lawful avenue to ensure that the affected communities receive adequate remediations, compensations, and protection. The suffering of our brothers and sisters in Bile Kingdom and other surrounding communities cannot be ignored. Consequently, a 9-man fact-finding committee chaired by the Deputy National President is hereby established. The committee shall visit the affected communities, submit its report within 21 days for immediate council action. Eyes on. The Petroleum Industry Act and the host community benefits. The Ijaw Nation has no longer championed the struggle, has long championed the struggle for resource control. Today, we reiterate our rejection of the inadequate 3% host community development trust fund allocated, provided under the Petroleum Industry Act. 3% of operational expenditure cannot adequately compensate host communities that have borne decades of environmental degradation, economic deprivation, and developmental neglect. We reject this framework not merely because it is inadequate, but because it has fundamentally failed to reflect the sacrifices, contribution of the oil-bearing communities of the Niger Delta region. It is unacceptable that while host communities receive mega allocations, 30% of these petroleum profits are reserved for frontier exploration activities elsewhere. This imbalance represents a grave injustice. Eyes on. Accordingly, we call upon all legislators of the Niger Delta extraction, as well as all consensus lawmakers across Nigeria, to support a comprehensive amendment to the Petroleum Industry Act. Specifically, today, we demand as a council an increase in host community benefit from the current 3% OPEX formula to a minimum of 30% annual gross profits. Hands on. Greater community participation for environmental remediations. Enhanced accountability and transparency mechanisms. The National Legal Advisor, working with the National Secretary and other stakeholders, is hereby directed to examine all legal options available, including strategic litigations. Recommendations shall be submitted within 60 days for subsequent action. Eyes on. Empowerment and local content development. Economic empowerment remains central to our agenda. The 10th NEC shall establish a comprehensive database of skilled Ijaw youths to strengthen advocacy for employment, entrepreneurship, and capacity development. We shall insist on strict compliance with the Nigerian Oil and Gas Industry Content Development Act 2010. Companies operating within Ijaw territories must prioritize qualified Ijaw contractors, businesses, and service providers. At the same time, we shall aggressively pursue training retraining, capacity building programs to ensure our youth possesses the skills required to compete and excel. Eyes on. The political advocacy, state creation, and restructuring. The 10th NEC shall be proactive, vocal, and strategic in the defense of all of Ijaw political interests. We shall continue to challenge every form of political marginalization affecting our people. Issues related to local government representation, electoral delineation, political inclusion, equitable federal representation shall remain high on our advocacy agenda. Furthermore, we reaffirm our unwavering commitment to the creation of the Torebe State and Oyo River State as legitimate solutions to long-standing geopolitical imbalance affecting the Ijaw communities across the Niger Delta region. Direct charge to the Ijaw legislators. We call upon all Ijaw legislators at both national and state levels to actively champion legislation relating to the creation of Torebe State or a River State. The era of passive representation has ended. The Ijaw nation expects courageous leadership and decisive legislative action. History will remember those who stood for their people and those who remain silent. Direct charge to the Ijaw youth. While government failures have contributed significantly to our challenges, we must also accept our own responsibility as youths. Progress requires sacrifice, discipline, unity, perseverance. The IYC we celebrate today was built by courageous men and women who placed national interest above personal ambition. As president of this council, I call upon every Ijaw youth to commit to service, discipline, and nation building. To those in public offices, use your position to advance the collective interests of our people. To business leaders and contractors, conduct your affairs with integrity. Remember that your success must contribute to community development. To our youths, let us rediscover the true meaning of struggle and service. The struggle is not for personal gain. It is for liberation, advancement, prosperity of our people. To our traditional rulers, women, the professionals, students, and community leaders, the future of Ijaw nation rests upon all of us. Conclusively, my fellow Ijaw sons, daughters, our leaders, history has placed a responsibility upon our generation. We can either complain about darkness or become the lights. Today, the 10th NEC chooses to become the lights. Eyes on. Let every creek hear our resolve. Let every river remember our commitment. Let every child born tomorrow inherit an Ijaw nation that is stronger, safer, and more prosperous than the one we inherited from the Sir Jonathan Lokpebri-led government. If our fathers fought for identity, then our generation must fight for our prosperity. If yesterday was about survival, tomorrow must be about greatness. I urge all Ijaw people across this administration, I urge all Ijaw people to support this administration, to correct us when necessary, guide us when required, and stand with us in unison. Let us keep our disagreements within the family and present a united front to the world. Never again should internet disputes define the public image of the Ijaw nation. Eyes on. I express my profound gratitude to my predecessor, Sir Jonathan Lokpebri Sr., and the 9th NEC for their service and sacrifices. We acknowledge the foundation you have laid. We accept the responsibility to build upon it. To my colleagues in the Executive Council, welcome to service. The task ahead is demanding, but together we shall succeed. To our elders and stakeholders, we seek your wisdom, guidance, and support. Our ultimate destination remains clear: resource control, true federalism, and the full restoration of the rights and dignity of the indigenous people of the Niger Delta. Until the structural injustices embedded within our political and economic system are addressed, the Ijaw nation shall continue to utilize every legitimate, legal, political, and democratic means available to secure justice, equity, and self-determination for our people. I also would want to use the opportunity to thank my brother and friend, Alaye Theophilus, and your led team for choosing to embrace peace and to give Ijaw nation today a unity council that all of us are proud of. God bless the Ijaw nation. God bless the Nigerian state. Ijaw, Ijaw come with me. Area memene. Asa wanna, Esimina. Ado.
Thank you very much. The 10th President of the Ijaw Youth Council, Dr. Deborah Collins Sokotete. Without wasting time, may I invite to step forward and make his remarks on this occasion His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Doye Diri, Governor of Bayelsa State, who is represented here by His Excellency Dr. Peter Pertubakwe, Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State.
Sure.
All right. Ijaw Kememi Ado, the chairman of this occasion, the managing director of Tantita Securities Services, who is here represented by our brother, Right Honorable Kestin Ponde. The Right Honorable Mr. Speaker, Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. Let me, for want of time, because we have really spent time, and we can see that everybody is hasty to go back. And I'm also aware that a lot of people would love to go back and travel far. His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, as you know, takes the Ijaw Nation and the programs of the Ijaw Nation, the unity of the Ijaw Nation, as one of his first priority. You know that if he were in town, he would have been personally here. Because the actions that we are expecting out of this program, this inauguration, are expedient. The governor allowed us to key in into today so that he will be with us in spirit because of his engagement. He didn't want to tell you to shift the date. As you know, he is one of the founding fathers or founding members of this Ijaw struggle. Having rendered that apology, he has sent me to deliver a message. I will deliver it as he has sent me. On behalf of the government and good people of Bayelsa State, I most warmly welcome you all to Yenagoa, the headquarters of Bayelsa State, the glory of all lands. This is the symbolic home of our common heritage. We want to appreciate our royal fathers, our leaders, distinguished guests who have traveled from far and near. Bayelsa State is honored to have your presence. We thank you for all your solidarity, for all your goodwill that you have demonstrated towards the Ijaw nation and your presence ultimately being here. The summary of all is appreciation. Appreciation because the Ijaw nation needs progress. The Ijaw nation needs progress. And if we are talking about progress, progress must only be achieved in an atmosphere of peace. And there is no peace without sacrifice. And the meeting we are having here, the gathering we are having here, people have sacrificed time, energy, finances, even their ego, including rights. Rights is something people see from different perspectives. If I see the rights you are espousing on the ground, from your perspective, you are right. But from my perspective, it may be wrong. But when we bring all this down and put it down in the interest of this one nation, taking a cue from the biblical story of Solomon, that's a classic judgment that even students of law still make reference to by wisdom. The story of two women who brought their baby to the king. One has killed hers and was arguing and dragging the other baby that was alive. The king, through wisdom, asked a question to determine the one who is the true mother, the one who has the true heart for the life of that child. The one who is not the mother said, kill the child and cut him to two. But the one who was the true mother, who has the life of the child at heart, left her own right and said, no, please, let the child live. And instantly, the king gave the judgment. This is the mother of the child. Now, this story is akin to what we are and where we are in the Ijaw nation. There was a time that His Excellency the Governor met a state where the voice of the Ijaw nation was not heard at all. There was no leadership And he described in his own words a time of loud silence. That's a paradox. But through sacrifice, people brought their ego, their rights to the fore. And a new exco of the Ijaw National Congress came forth. Over time, there have been one or two itches, and where we are today, we want to appreciate everyone. Specifically, I want to appreciate Right Honorable Kingsley Kuku and his team. You know, it is, if we are clapping, let's clap for him. It showed that he has the same heart like that mother that said, don't divide the child. It took, I think you have virtually relocated to Bayelsa. He has been moving from one person to another who has different rights they are dragging from their own angles. Yourself, your team, we may not mention everybody. The Ijaw Nation, today and posterity will continue to bless you. Now, having said that, we want to also appreciate the ones who have made today a reality, which is Jonathan Lobobri and more Alaye Theophilus. We appreciate you. You have shown that the Ijaw Nation is number one. I want to take a cue from the charge of the newest president in town. He said there is an Ijaw first agenda. You have really put Ijaw first. May God bless you all. Now, the charge of His Excellency to the newest president and his executive is to lead IYC responsibly. The IYC is more than an advocacy organization. It is the custodian of the hopes of millions of young Ijaw people at home and in the diaspora. Major Isaac Adakaboro was only 28 years when he took a defining stand for our people. And his courage was matched by clarity of purpose and discipline. Let your leadership draw from the qualities of our patriarch, Major Isaac Adakaburu. Let your advocacy be firm, principled, and constructive. Let your engagement with government, industry, and our traditional institutions be guided by dialogue and mutual respect. The protection of lives. Our purpose is not to deepen old division, but to restore one strong, respected, and united voice for the Ijaw Nation. There is a further responsibility before you. We have looked at your agenda. You have also already given some marching orders. If you had not given orders, we will not be feeling the youthfulness and the strength in you. But hitherto, the IYC must also remain at the forefront of the pursuit of environmental justice. Through the Bayelsa State Oil and Gas Environment Commission, the government of Bayelsa State have placed before Nigeria and the world a comprehensive account of the environmental and human cost of oil production in our communities. A thorough empirical research work has been done. This has been laid and presented in the House of Lords of the United Kingdom and several other international bodies are taking it on. As our youth arm, your advocacy should take the content of the recommendations of this commission to the fore. Mr. President, we are believing that the expectations before you are high. But so too is the goodwill that surrounds you. His Excellency, Senator Ijaw Diri, and the government of Bayelsa will continue to give you listening ears and open door for dependable partnership. We are believing that all others in the INC who are still having one or two little grudges, will take a cue from this that is happening. And not too long from now, with the implementation of the report of the Reconciliation Committee that the Bayelsa State government had set up on the little differences of INC, I believe all these things will be settled. We have one voice as Ijaw people, and we believe that this voice must be heard now, locally, nationally, and internationally. Long live the Ijaw Youth Council. Long live the Ijaw Nation. Long live Bayelsa State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ijaw. God bless you.
His Excellency will be taking photographs with the new executive. The chairman of the occasion, please join them. The chairman of the occasion, please. We need you to join His Excellency and the new executive for group photographs. Can we make way for the chairman of the occasion, please? We have too many people on the pathway. Cameraman taken. All right, thank you very much. His Excellency, the chairman of the occasion, and the new president of the IYC alone, please. Just the three of them. Chairman of the occasion, join them, please. Can we clear the background? All right, in a handshake, thank you. Thank you so much. Your Excellency will take first the Bayelsa State Anthem and then the national anthem. The Bayelsa State Anthem. After the anthems, Jawanda will be performing. After the anthems, Jawanda, please. whose almighty words chaos and darkness heard and took their flight. Moving the creeks, we pray, bearing the lamp of love, and in Bayelsa state, let there be peace. Moving the creeks, we pray, bearing the lamp of grace, and in Bayelsa state, let there be light. The Speaker of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly join them while we take the national anthem. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. After Jawanda, Izoebi, J. King will be playing, please. J. King, get ready immediately after Jawanda. While His Excellency is taking his leave, I would again like to acknowledge the Honorable Commissioner for Housing and Youths, Delta State. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much for being here.
Let me also quickly recognize the presence of the chairman.
The Honorable Commissioner, you're welcome.
The chairman, Delta Bursary and Scholarship Board, Ambassador Shadrach Agedega. Let me also recognize the presence of Chief Peter Tuasinde, Chief Freedom Dose, Chief Princess Caroline, Engineer, the Boloi Boyere of Ogla Kingdom, Ambassador Tom Willie, also Captain Seymode.
Can we have Jawanda now on the stage? Thank you. Jawanda, please. Once again, I would like to remind all distinguished personalities that we have a tour of the project site immediately after this moment, please. His Royal Highness Sir Theophilus will welcome you, will recognize you. The chairman, of INC Eastern Zone, sir. Your Highness Theophilus will recognize you.
DJ.
Elawarimi Perekame, Elawarimi will recognize you, the King of Nollywood. Thank you. You're making us proud. Thank you.
Volume DJ. Aiza. Zone to our face shoe, our shoe shine. People know it's on to our face.
Whether you from Gbaramatu or is it too? Is it too? Send this not too. Ah, what's I can you too? It's on to you too. Whether you from Kayama or Urutu. Send this not too. Ah, what's I can you too? Come on. Get me you come on. Come on, daddy, come on. Come on, daddy, come on. Come on. Come on, daddy, come on. Come on, daddy, come on. Ijaw mane kweri mo, oye mo. So to my benny boda ene kweri. Ijo anda mane kweri kwa ya bone mo. So my day yo, come back so come on. Baby I'm a sata wesa beba boy mo. So to my day yo, but don't say come on. Baby I'm a sata wesa beba.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the IWC was Z. Was Z, where you there?
Oh boy, now I'll see you. The IWC, I don't see.
If my phone don't low, I will charge it by myself. Okay. Hey. Yeah.